General Hospital spoilers. Cody rescues Rick? A heroic twist that stuns Port Charles. Port Charles has seen its fair share of shocking rescues, unexpected alliances, and dark betrayals. But General Hospital is about to take fans on a heart-pounding ride as Cody Bell, the once aimless stable hand with a mysterious past, becomes an unlikely hero. In an explosive twist, Cody finds himself racing against time to rescue Rick Lansing, a man whose disappearance has sent shockwaves through town and torn open old wounds that never truly healed. What begins as a search and rescue mission quickly spirals into a high-stakes drama that will change the lives of several Port Charles residents forever. So buckle up, because what's coming next is a masterful mix of redemption, revenge, and shocking family revelations that will leave even the most seasoned GH fans speechless. The week begins with chaos at the Davis home. Molly Lansing Davis is frantic after days of unanswered calls and no sign of her father. Last seen leaving the courthouse to meet a mysterious client, Rick simply vanished into thin air. No car, no phone, and no trace of where he went. At first, the family assumes Rick went off the grid to chase down a lead or build a case, but within hours, Alexis senses something much darker. Her gut tells her that Rick's disappearance isn't voluntary. When police discover Rick's car abandoned near the outskirts of Spoon Island, fear sets in. Dante Falconeri is assigned to the case, but given his personal connection to the Davis family and the recent tension between him and Cody, things get complicated fast. Dante warns everyone not to jump to conclusions, but as evidence surfaces, one name keeps coming up: Brennan. After months of silence, Brennan's name begins circulating once again in connection to covert WSB activity gone rogue. The man once thought dead has reportedly resurfaced, pulling strings from the shadows. He's been watching Port Charles, carefully studying who to eliminate next. According to insiders, Brennan's latest target list includes names that go far beyond the mob, and one of them is Rick Lansing. Why Rick? The answer lies in a sealed WSB file tied to a legal deal Rick struck years ago while defending a secret operative, one who later went missing under mysterious circumstances. Alexis and Anna Devane put the pieces together, realizing Brennan may be cleaning up loose ends from a long-buried operation. Rick likely stumbled across something he shouldn't have, and Brennan made sure he wouldn't live to talk about it. While the police chase dead ends, Cody Bell can't shake an eerie feeling. He remembers seeing Rick at the stables a few nights before his disappearance. Rick had been asking strange questions about a hidden airstrip and a series of shipments moving through the northern woods near Port Charles. Cody, a man who knows those woods better than anyone, decides to investigate quietly, despite Dante's warning to stay out of it. "You're not a cop, Cody," Dante tells him. But Cody replies, "Maybe not. But I know when someone's in trouble." Haunted by his own past mistakes, Cody sees this as a chance to finally do something good. For too long, he's been running from who he is, Max Scorpio's son, a man burdened by guilt and lies. But this time, he's not running. He's charging straight into danger. Cody's first lead comes when his horse, Comet, leads him to a clearing deep in the woods. There, he finds tire tracks, cigarette butts, and a piece of torn fabric caught in the branches, a piece of Rick's jacket. Panic grips him, but it quickly turns into determination. Using a pair of binoculars and instincts honed from years of surviving on the road, Cody spots an old warehouse covered in ivy. Something about it feels off. Too quiet, too still. When he sneaks closer, he sees armed guards posted outside. This isn't just a hideout. It's a full-blown operation. Inside, Rick is being held hostage, bruised, dehydrated, but alive. Brennan's men are interrogating him for information about a flash drive containing encrypted WSB data. Rick refuses to talk, but Brennan's second-in-command warns him, "If you don't give us what we want, your daughter will pay the price." Knowing he can't do it alone, Cody calls on an unlikely ally, Sam McCall. She's the one person who can think like a criminal and still keep a clean conscience. Sam initially hesitates, especially since Rick has burned bridges with half of Port Charles. But when she learns Brennan's involved, she's in. "Brennan's already taken enough from this town," Sam says. "If Rick has something he wants, that means it's bigger than all of us." With Sam's help, Cody devises a risky plan. They'll stage a diversion to draw the guards away, allowing Cody to slip in and extract Rick. Sam warns that if they get caught, there's no backup, but Cody doesn't care. "I owe it to him," he says quietly. "And to myself." The two set out at nightfall. The storm that rolls and feels symbolic, nature itself bracing for the chaos that's about to unfold. Rain pours as Cody sneaks into the warehouse, drenched but determined. The creaking floors and flickering lights add to the tension. Through the narrow hallway, he hears muffled voices, Brennan's men torturing Rick for the password to the flash drive.
Cody can't wait.
He jumps into action, using stealth and precision to take out the first guard silently.
Then, a fight breaks out.
It's gritty, messy, and painfully real. Cody gets hit, blooded, but doesn't back down. When he finally bursts into the room, Rick looks up, dazed. Cody!
Rick gasps.
What the hell are you doing here? Saving your stubborn life, Cody says, cutting him free. Now move.
They run, alarms blaring behind them. Sam, waiting in the truck outside, floors the gas as the two men dive into the back.
Gunfire erupts. It's pure chaos, and just when they think they've escaped, Brennan steps out of the shadows. Brennan's eyes are cold, almost amused. You think you can take something from me, Mr. Bell, he sneers.
You're a nobody.
A stable boy playing hero.
Cody clenches his jaw.
Maybe, but I'm not afraid of you.
The standoff is electric.
Brennan's men are closing in, but Cody refuses to back down. He distracts Brennan long enough for Sam to drive the truck toward him, forcing Brennan to dive for cover. The vehicle crashes through the gates, and they speed away into the night. As they reach safety, Cody collapses from exhaustion. Rick, barely conscious, mutters, "You just saved my life, son. I won't forget that." For a moment, Cody feels something he hasn't felt in a long time, pride. Back at General Hospital, Rick undergoes treatment while Alexis, Molly, and Christina gather around. The reunion is emotional, but the relief is short-lived. Rick reveals that before he was captured, he discovered something massive, a link between Brennan's network and a corrupted WSB branch. Even worse, the encrypted flash drive he hid contains classified files implicating powerful figures, including someone inside Port Charles itself. When Anna hears this, her blood runs cold.
Who? She demands. Rick hesitates.
I didn't see all the names, but one of them has connections to Sonny Corinthus. When Sonny learns Brennan's after Rick, he suspects it's personal. But when he hears Rick mention WSB corruption tied to his organization, the mob boss explodes. You're saying someone in my own circle's been feeding Brennan information?
Rick nods grimly.
That's what it looks like. Sonny vows to find out who the mole is, but Carly warns him to tread carefully. If this ties back to someone we love, you might not want the truth. Meanwhile, Cody becomes an unexpected hero in Port Charles. Felicia and Mac are proud but terrified. This could paint a target on their son's back. Cody insists he'll be fine, but deep down, he knows Brennan isn't finished.
His only regrouping.
Days later, as Rick prepares to turn over the flash drive to the WSB, chaos erupts.
A blackout hits Port Charles.
Backup generators fail at GH.
Security cameras go offline.
Cody, visiting Rick for a checkup, senses something's off. Suddenly, a masked intruder bursts into Rick's room. Cody tackles him, and the two struggle violently. The intruder drops a syringe, the same toxin Brennan used months earlier. Cody manages to disarm him, but not before Rick is injected. Panic spreads through the hospital as doctors rush to stabilize Rick. Cody's fury reaches its breaking point.
This isn't over, he vows. You hear me, Brennan?
I'm coming for you. As Rick fights for his life, Cody sits by his bedside, guilt eating away at him. He feels responsible, not just for Rick's safety, but for the ripple effect this war is creating across town. When Mac finds him there, he says something that finally hits home. You did the right thing, son. You can't save everyone, but you can fight for what's right.
Cody realizes this isn't just about one rescue.
It's about redemption. His chance to prove he's more than his past, more than a mistake. After a long, tense night, Rick finally wakes up, weak but alive.
He asks to see Cody privately.
You saved me twice, Rick says.
But there's something you need to know.
That flash drive, it's not just about the WSB.
It's about your family.
Cody frowns. My family. Rick nods. Your father's name came up in one of the files. Mac wasn't just a WSB officer, he was part of an operation that Brennan's group infiltrated years ago. They used him. You, Cody, may be the key to taking Brennan down for good. Before Cody can process it, Rick passes out again, leaving behind more questions than answers. News of Cody's heroism spreads fast. Maxie, Brooklyn, and even Dante, despite their friction,
acknowledge his bravery. Sam praises him as the unsung hero of the week. But Cody's focus isn't on fame. It's on unfinished business.
Meanwhile, Alexis files a motion to reopen Rick's old WSB case, hoping to expose Brennan's network. Anna and Sonny form a reluctant alliance, agreeing to share intel, even if it means revealing uncomfortable truths about their pasts. As the episode closes, Cody returns to the stables, exhausted but restless.
He finds a letter waiting for him, no signature, just his name in black ink.
Inside is a photo of Brennan, standing beside a younger version of Max Scorpio.
The message reads, "The past always catches up. Are you ready to learn who your father really was?"
Cody's eyes widen in shock as the camera pans out, thunder rolling in the distance. The screen fades to black, and Port Charles is left holding its breath. This upcoming arc promises to be one of General Hospital's most thrilling storylines yet. Cody's unexpected heroism and Rick's near-death experience are just the beginning. The WSB corruption plot will tie into long-forgotten GH history, linking the Scorpios, the Davises, and even the Corinthos Empire in ways no one saw coming.
Expect
a Mac and Cody confrontation about the hidden past Brennan is threatening to expose. A Sonny-Anna alliance that shakes the criminal and law enforcement worlds alike. A Molly and Sam storyline exploring the moral cost of family loyalty.
And a Brennan versus Cody showdown that could define Port Charles' future.
Cody rescues Rick isn't just a one-off twist, it's a turning point. It transforms Cody from comic relief to a central player in GH's ongoing war between light and shadow. His courage will inspire, his mistakes will haunt him, and his choices will shape the future of everyone around him. One thing's certain. Port Charles has found a new hero, one who doesn't wear a badge or carry a gun, but who's willing to risk everything to protect the people he loves. And as Brennan's final move looms on the horizon, GH fans can only brace themselves, because the storm is far from over.